Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I guess we're celebrating a bit of a birthday with this one, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my, boom, the Defect shirt. Which, man, I love this design. Very cool. Can't go wrong with just, classically styled black and white. But what the hell is the Defect? The Defect is a musical project consisting primarily, at least as far as I can tell, of the lead singer of the band The Browning and his wife. And if you're unfamiliar with The Browning, they've actually been around for quite a while now. Sort of like an electronic metal band, yes. I've seen them perform a couple times. I really enjoyed their stuff. And this is, sort of an extension of that. Like I said, it incorporates the singer from The Browning, and then again his wife sort of at the forefront of it. And I really dug their stuff when I saw them perform. I thought they were absolutely badass. I actually kind of prefer them to The Browning a little bit now, but it's hard. I like them both. So I actually have videos of their performance that I attended. They're on the channel in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Whose birthday is it? Well, it happens to be it happens to be Milky Way's birthday. Celebrating 100 years. Damn, son. Now, here's the thing, folks. I love me a Milky Way. I know a lot of people are Snickers people, and hey, good on you. I grew up as a Milky Way kid. That's where my heart is. So this is a limited edition. But does that mean anything? Well, I'm going to compare it, against a non-limited edition, and we'll see if there's any fucking difference. So, because if this is celebrating 100 years, I expect this to be like the old school original recipe, the one that probably has heroin and cyanide in it. Back in them thar days, folks. So, let's get a thing for the thing here. Sure. Let's give it a go. First, we'll try out the one that I whiffed on. I do so love a Milky Way. It was definitely my favorite candy bar as a kid. As I got older, kind of, changed up a little bit, but I'm not tasting any heroin that I can tell. Just delicious chocolate, nougat, and caramel. I mean, it's delicious. I love it. But I do get the distinct impression that as far as limited edition items go, this is most likely going to just be, we put it in a package and said it's limited edition. Which, okay, but the problem is this is not something you would want to keep as a limited edition item, right? Because it's a perishable food inside a non-resealable container. If it's like a can or, maybe like glass bottle or something, but it's just plastic wrapper. It's really good because it's a Milky Way. But let's try it against, with a non-limited edition one. Let's see if there's any difference. To be fair, it's been a little while since I've had a Milky Way. I try not to eat a lot of candy, and the older I get, the easier it's become. When you're little, it's like, yeah, candy rules. When you get older, you're like, boo, I'm going to have to explain this to my doctor. And they're going to look at me disappointedly. Let's give it a go. Ooh. This one's past its prime. Yeah, this one definitely... I think this one was sitting on the shelf a little too long. Still in date, but... Yeah, I think it got knocked around. I think it compromised the integrity of the Milky Way. It's definitely much chewier. Okay. Well, the flavors, despite being slightly augmented, are fundamentally the same. It's chocolate, it's caramel, it's nougat. The non-fucked up one. I mean, I'll say this. Definitely seems like you're getting more, so... Oh, holy shit, Milky Ways are good. This is why they've been around for 100 years, damn it. I mean, as far as I can tell, within the context of having a tainted Milky Way to compare it to, I do think it's fundamentally the same thing. It might be a little bit different in terms of proportions or what have you. But the flavors are, you know, again, with the exception of the other one being a little bit funky just because it's broken up, flavors are definitely the same. And yeah, I mean, it's cool that they've been around 100 years. I just personally wish that if you're going to do a limited edition item, or do like a limited edition flavor, or, you know, but two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm asking myself if I would get a Milky Way again. Yes and yes. Like I said, Milky Ways are one of my favorite candy bars, far and away. I love them tremendously. Even when they're a little bit smashed up, I'm still going to eat the shit out of that other one. As far as the limited edition thing goes, it's obviously a little bit of a gimmick, but I have to admit, what with it being, if there's one thing to be said for like limited edition or like holiday versions of things, right? At the very least, you know that those had to have been relatively recent, right? Because like they've been put out on the shelves, they've got new packaging and stuff, so presumably those are like the freshest version of them. And I think that that's probably the case in this instance as well, because the other one obviously tastes worlds better than the one that was a little bit jacked up. But Milky Ways are delicious, and I feel like they don't get their credit as candy bars, at least not here in America. Again, I think Snickers has kind of run away with it, but I like a Milky Way. And that's why I would absolutely recommend it. I think that, I mean, I'm not going to say that more people should be eating Milky Ways, because realistically, we should all be eating less, you know, processed, sugary, all that stuff. But I will say that as an option, I do think that Milky Ways are underrated, and I do think that they're fucking delicious, man. You know, and they're fundamentally very similar to a Snickers, you know, just lacking the peanuts, you know, a little bit different, but damn, they're good, man. Get a dark chocolate one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there themselves a truly 100 years-tastic rest of your life. Because again, that's a hell of an accomplishment. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your favorite candy bar? Has it been around as long as the Milky Way? I mean, there's so many good candy bars out there. 100 Grand, I think, is underrepresented. Whatchamacallit. Oh, love it. I did a comparison review between the Whatchamacallit and the Who's a What's It. That was like maybe like 3 years ago, something like that. You can watch that review. It's on my channel. I don't know if the Who's a What's It's are still around, though. I haven't seen them in a while, so. But let me know your personal favorite. I'd be interested.